everyone! Welcome back to Practice English Anytime. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex. Today we have a very warm and delicious topic.
That's right. Today we are going to learn English at a bakery.
Yes, a bakery is a shop that specializes in making and selling freshly baked bread, pastries, and cakes.
And the experience of visiting a bakery is very sensory. You see beautiful displays, smell fresh bread baking, and taste delicious treats.
It's also a great place to learn English because there's lots of conversation with the baker and other customers.
We will follow Maya and me as we enter a bakery, look at the different items, ask questions, and make purchases.
We will also stop from time to time to explain important vocabulary.
So don't worry if you are a beginner. We always speak slowly and clearly.
Just relax and enjoy the story.
But before we start, we have a small question for you.
Listen carefully to the story and try to find the answer.
Here is today's question.
In a bakery, what do you call the person who makes and bakes the bread and pastries?
The answer is in the story. If you find it, please write it in the comments below.
Writing your answer in English is great practice, so please try.
All right, are you ready?
Let's begin the story.
Here we are, Alex. The bakery.
Oh my goodness, the smell is incredible. Warm bread, butter, vanilla, everything smells so good.
Yes. One of the best things about a bakery is the aroma, the wonderful smell of fresh baking.
Aroma. That's a word for a pleasant smell, right?
Yes. Aroma is a sweet or pleasant smell, especially from food or flowers. Bakery aromas are absolutely irresistible.
Irresistible. Meaning you cannot resist it? You have to go in and buy something?
Exactly. An irresistible aroma draws people into the bakery.
I can see the display cases. They are full of beautiful items. Bread, pastries, cakes, all neatly arranged.
Yes. A display case is a glass counter where items are arranged for customers to see and choose from. The baker arranges everything beautifully.
And I can see the bakery counter at the back. I assume that's where the staff work.
Yes. The counter is where the staff stand, ready to help customers and pack up purchases. Behind the counter, you can sometimes see the ovens and the baking area.
I can actually see through the window. There are people working, mixing dough, shaping loaves.
Yes, this is an open bakery where you can see the bakers working, very transparent.
Dough, that's the uncooked mixture for bread.
Exactly. Dough is a thick mixture of flour, water, yeast, and other ingredients. Before baking, it's shaped into loaves, the individual pieces of bread.
And yeast, that's what makes bread rise?
Yes, yeast is a tiny living organism that creates gas bubbles in the dough, making it rise and become light and fluffy.
Now, let me look at all these different breads. I see so many types.
Yes, different countries have different bread traditions. Let me explain some of these.
Please do.
First, a baguette. That's the long, thin loaf with a crispy crust. Very French. The crust is the hard, crispy outer layer.
Crust. The outside of the bread?
Yes, the crust is the hard, crispy exterior. The crumb is the soft inside. Together they make a good loaf.
Crumb. That doesn't mean the little pieces that fall on the table.
No, that's a common confusion. In baking, crumb refers to the internal structure and texture of the bread. A tight crumb means the texture is dense. An open crumb has large air holes.
Interesting. So a good baguette has a crispy crust and an open crumb inside?
Exactly. And look at this loaf here. This is a sourdough.
Sourdough. I've heard that name before. What's special about it?
Sourdough is made using a sourdough starter, a mixture of flour, water, and wild yeast and bacteria that ferments over time. This gives sourdough a distinctive, tangy flavor.
Ferments. That's when microorganisms break down sugars, creating bubbles and flavor?
Exactly. Fermentation is what gives sourdough its character. And look, this is a wholemeal loaf made from whole grains, very nutritious and hearty.
Wholemeal. That means the entire grain is used?
Yes. Wholemeal flour is made from the complete wheat grain, not just the white part. More fiber, more nutrients, darker color.
And what about these?
Those are rolls, smaller individual pieces of bread, good for one person. And those are ciabatta rolls, flat, oval-shaped, perfect for sandwiches.
Ciabatta. That's Italian.
Yes, ciabatta is from Italy. It's a light, airy bread with a crispy crust and open crumb. Very popular.
Now, what about those sweet items in the other case?
Let's stop here for a moment.
Great start. Let's look at some important words we just heard.
First word, aroma. A pleasant smell, especially from food. A bakery aroma is irresistible.
Second word, display case. A glass counter where items are arranged for customers to see and choose from.
Third word, dough. The uncooked mixture of flour, water, yeast, and other ingredients used to make bread.
Fourth word, loaf. An individual piece of bread. You shape dough into loaves before baking.
Fifth word, yeast. A tiny organism that creates gas in dough, making it rise and become fluffy.
Sixth word, crust. The hard, crispy outer layer of baked bread.
Seventh word, crumb. The soft internal structure and texture of bread, not the little pieces.
Eighth word, sourdough. Bread made with a sourdough starter, giving it a tangy flavor from fermentation.
Ninth word, fermentation. The process where microorganisms break down sugars, creating bubbles and flavor.
10th word, wholemeal. Made from whole grains, more nutritious and with more fiber than white bread.
11th word, rolls. Smaller individual pieces of bread.
11th important words. Now let's go back to the story. Time to look at the pastries.
These sweet items here, these are pastries.
What's the difference between bread and pastries?
Bread is savory and made with basic ingredients: flour, water, yeast, salt. Pastries are sweet or savory, made with richer ingredients like butter and eggs.
Savory. Not sweet, right?
Yes, savory means salty or herby, not sweet. Some pastries are savory, like cheese and spinach pastries.
And what are these curved pastries? They look very light and flaky.
Those are croissants. A croissant is a French pastry made with butter and layers of dough. Very flaky and light.
Flaky, meaning it breaks apart easily into thin pieces?
Yes, flaky pastry breaks into thin, delicate layers. A good croissant is wonderfully flaky.
And are all those croissants the same? Or are there different types?
There are many types. Plain butter croissants, chocolate croissants, called pain au chocolat in French, almond croissants with almonds on top, ham and cheese croissants.
Pain au chocolat. Bread with chocolate?
Yes, pain means bread in French. Pain au chocolat is a pastry with chocolate bars inside. Very popular.
And what about these small round items with holes?
Those are donuts, or donuts if you spell it the traditional way. Fried pastries, usually filled with cream or jam and coated with sugar or glaze.
Glaze. That's the shiny coating.
Yes, glaze is a smooth, shiny coating made from sugar and liquid. When you glaze a donut, it becomes shiny and sweet.
And those square pastries with custard?
Those are custard tarts, pastry cases filled with custard cream. Custard is a sweet cream made from eggs, milk, and sugar, very rich and indulgent.
And are there cakes here too?
Yes, look at the cake counter. There are whole cakes and slices. You can see sponge cakes, chocolate cakes, fruit cakes, cheesecakes, and some have decorations, icing and sprinkles.
Icing. That's the sweet coating on top of a cake.
Yes, icing is a sweet, thick coating or frosting made from sugar and butter. Decorates and sweetens the cake.
And sprinkles.
Sprinkles are small colored pieces of sugar or chocolate scattered on top of cakes and cookies for decoration and extra sweetness.
Everything looks so beautiful and delicious.
Yes, a good bakery is not just about taste. It's about the visual presentation, too.
Let's pause here for a moment.
Lots of pastry and cake vocabulary in that section. Let's review.
First, pastries. Sweet or savory items made with rich ingredients like butter and eggs, more delicate than bread.
Second, croissant. A French pastry made with butter and layers of dough, very flaky and light.
Third, flaky. Breaking apart easily into thin, delicate layers, a characteristic of good pastry.
Fourth, pain au chocolat. A French pastry filled with chocolate bars, a type of croissant.
Fifth, donut or donut. A fried pastry, usually filled with cream or jam, coated with sugar or glaze.
Sixth, glaze. A smooth, shiny coating on pastries made from sugar and liquid.
Seventh, custard. A sweet cream made from eggs, milk, and sugar, rich and indulgent.
Eighth, custard tart. Pastry cases filled with custard cream.
Ninth, icing. A sweet coating or frosting made from sugar and butter, decorates cakes.
10th, sprinkles. Small colored pieces of sugar or chocolate for cake decoration.
10 pastry words. Now, let's go back to the story. Time to place an order.
Okay, I know what I want. Let me go to the counter and order.
Good. I'll come with you.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'd like a white sourdough loaf, please, and one of those croissants.
Wonderful choices. Will that be all?
Actually, can you tell me about that chocolate cake in the window? Is it fresh today?
Yes, that was baked this morning. It's our chocolate sponge with a rich chocolate ganache.
Ganache. What is that?
Ganache is a smooth, glossy chocolate coating made from chocolate and cream. Very luxurious and delicious.
Does it contain any nuts? I'm allergic to nuts.
Good question. This particular cake doesn't contain nuts, but it is made in a facility that processes nuts, so there may be trace amounts.
Trace amounts. Tiny, barely detectable amounts?
Yes, trace means very small amounts. We always inform customers about potential allergens, anything that might cause an allergic reaction.
I appreciate that. I can have this cake then. Just a small slice, please.
Of course, let me cut a slice for you.
Thank you. And are these croissants baked fresh every day?
Yes, our croissants are baked fresh every morning. They are best eaten the same day they are baked, still warm and flaky.
Lovely. And how much are these items?
The sourdough loaf is £4.50. The croissant is £2. The chocolate cake slice is £3.50. That's £10 total.
That's reasonable. I'll take them all. Can you put them in a bag, please?
Of course. I'll box the cake and bread and bag the croissant separately so it stays fresh and doesn't get squashed.
Squashed, crushed, or flattened?
Yes. Croissants are delicate. If squashed, they lose their flakiness. So we pack them carefully.
That's very thoughtful. You know, I have one more question. What makes a good baker?
Ha! That's a big question. I think a good baker needs several things. passion for the craft, attention to detail, consistency, and a willingness to use quality ingredients.
Craft. You mean the skill and art of baking?
Exactly. Baking is both a science and an art. You need to understand the chemistry, how ingredients work together, and also have the artistic eye to make beautiful things.
That's wonderful. And I can taste the quality in every item here.
Let's stop here for a moment.
More wonderful words in that section. Let's review them.
First, ganache. A smooth, glossy chocolate coating made from chocolate and cream. Very luxurious.
Second, allergen. Any substance that can cause an allergic reaction. Bakeries inform customers about allergens.
Third, trace amounts. Tiny, barely detectable amounts. A cake made in a facility with nuts may have trace amounts.
Fourth, allergic reaction. When your body reacts badly to something, rash, swelling, difficulty breathing. Allergens cause this.
Fifth, baked fresh. Made today, not yesterday. Fresh bread and pastries taste much better.
Sixth, squashed, crushed, or flattened. Delicate pastries can lose their texture if squashed.
Seventh, craft. The skill and art of making something. Baking is a craft that takes years to master.
Eighth, consistency. Doing something the same way every time. A good baker maintains consistency.
8 more important words. Now let's wrap up the story.
Here you are. 1 sourdough loaf, 1 croissant, and 1 slice of chocolate cake. That's £10.
Perfect. Here is my card.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. And thank you for answering my questions so patiently.
Our pleasure. We love sharing our passion for baking.
Now that we're leaving, let me ask you, who is the person who makes and bakes all these items?
That's the baker. The person who makes and bakes the bread and pastries is called a baker. In French, they call them a boulanger.
Boulanger. What a beautiful word.
Yes. It comes from pain, which means bread in French. A boulanger is literally a bread maker.
I have so much respect for bakers now. What they do requires skill, knowledge, passion, and hard work.
Yes. And they wake up very early, often before dawn, to bake fresh items for customers. Without bakers, our mornings would be much less delicious.
And our lives would be less satisfying. Bread and pastries bring so much joy.
They do. Bread is sometimes called the staff of life. It's such a fundamental part of human nutrition and culture.
Staff of life. That's a poetic way to describe bread.
Yes. It shows how important bread is across all cultures and throughout history.
I can smell the sourdough in the bag. The aroma is still so strong.
That's a good sign. A strong aroma means it's very fresh. It will taste wonderful.
I can't wait to taste everything. This has been a wonderful experience.
And you've learned so much English vocabulary about bread, pastries, and baking.
I certainly have. Language and culture are so connected. Learning about baking taught me English too.
And that's the end of today's bakery story.
What a delightful visit. We arrived, admired the displays, learned about different breads and pastries, ordered carefully, and left with delicious purchases.
And we learned so much English vocabulary, from baking terminology to pastry names to safety information about allergens.
Let's do a final review of 10 key words from today.
First, aroma, a pleasant smell, especially from food. A bakery aroma is irresistible.
Second, dough, the uncooked mixture for bread, flour, water, yeast, and other ingredients.
Third, crust, the hard, crispy outer layer of baked bread.
Fourth, sourdough, bread made with a sourdough starter with a distinctive tangy flavor.
Fifth, croissant, A French pastry made with butter and layers of dough, light and flaky.
6th, ganache. A smooth chocolate coating made from chocolate and cream.
7th, icing. A sweet coating on cakes made from sugar and butter.
8th, allergen. Any substance that can cause an allergic reaction. Bakeries inform about allergens.
9th, baker. The person who makes and bakes bread and pastries. In French, a boulanger.
10th, staff of life. A poetic phrase describing bread as a fundamental part of human life and nutrition.
10 key words. Practice them, and next time you visit a bakery, you will understand what you see and taste, and you can have interesting conversations with the bakers.
Whether you are in Paris, London, New York, Berlin, or anywhere, bakeries are wonderful places to experience both culture and language.
Now, one last time. Today's question.
In a bakery, what do you call the person who makes and bakes the bread and pastries?
Did you find the answer in the story? Write it in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to our channel.
We upload new videos every week with slow, clear English for beginners.
Thank you so much for watching Practice English. Anytime.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are how we learn.
See you in the next video.
Bye, everyone!